Hi, welcome to Down the Shed. So this is just another quick video because I place weekly orders via ICSTATION and AliExpress. I try to put most of the money through ICSTATION for obvious reasons. And today another order has arrived. In fact, three have. I thought one was my solar panel and charge controller jobby, which was really exciting. And then it turned out to be something else, which was then disappointing, but even more exciting at the same time. So anyway, the first order that I've been whinging at somebody for a while was two desoldering pumps. So I bought two because basically buying them from China with COVID delivery times, everything, it's just have a spare now when you're not waiting when you do need it. So when you start using your spare one, you can order more. So I'll do a quick comparison on those in a minute against my old one, which I've sort of half fixed, but it's handy to have spares. So let's get on with the rest of the debagging. Okay, so I need to change my screen page, so hopefully everything stays in shot. Let's move that here. This is a massive bag, and this, I know what it is, but to give you all the official, this is item number 3533. It's an LM338K 3-bit digital display step down buck converter power supply module, voltage regulator, DIY kit, 3 amp or 3A. So yeah, that's a basically step down voltage converter. I probably didn't want to step down, but we've got it in case we need it, and it's another kit to build. So next out of the bag is, I was pretty aware this wasn't going to be a kit, unlike that bloody Bluetooth amplifier that I'm still fuming about. This is a battery capacity tester, milliamp hour, milliwatt hour for 18650 lithium battery voltage discharge capacity and discharge energy. That was $4.48. The digital step down buck converter was $10.99. Remember, using my voucher code shed-ICS, you will get 15% off your order and every order. Well, a quick look at this one. I might nick these crafted scissors from my fishing tackle. I'll come out, don't be shy. Stuff on the pins there. So basically, this will power up off 5 to 12 volts via the power cable that is not supplied, or you can chuck an 18650. I don't know what charge is in these at the moment. You can plug an 18650 in this side, so on off switch, and test the one on this side. I've got a flashing light down there and a bunch of Chinese, so I'm going to have to use my phone to, so that's 4.7 volts. Right, so milliamps, milliwatt hours, back to voltage, so 0 milliamp hour. Or we can hold 2 buttons down. I've got a torch that I'm waiting to arrive, which runs on 18650, so it'll be handy to keep about. So that'll just become another one of our little tools. This will be 13273, and the item number for the battery capacity tester was 14271. I will make a link in the description to all of these items directly and the home page. Again, they are affiliated. I will get up to 8% commission, but that'll probably only be on huge orders. So orders of, I'll probably get a couple of percent if I'm lucky. So this is a 13273 item number, ASD84, audio spectrum display, 8x4 DIY kit, music level indicator, voice spectrum lights, learning suite, DIY spectrum analyzer. That's $5.99. That was $4.48 for the, or about £4 for the battery tester. So yeah, when I started all this channel, I had a thing about clocks, and I haven't dropped the clock thing. I'm just doing other stuff as well. But I seem to have a thing for spectrum analyzers at the moment, largely because some of them are SMD. This one doesn't appear to be. Can't see any SMD bits in there. And I like the challenge of the SMD, the smallness, the intricateness, the difficulty in it. So this is, I'm guessing, the same thing. This is item 13653 DIY kit, music circuit, LED flashing module, electronic component suite. So this one seems to have a really small, oh my god, it's not one of those, is it? I don't know, it's got a little speaker on it and it's got a separate board in there. Let's click into this one quickly. This has got some SMD parts in it, so this is okay. Right, it's got a separate little, this has got its own speaker, little like piezo speaker, and that will basically be the chip on board music sealed into that plastic goo. So that is basically a music box with flashing lights. So that'll be fun. There's mostly the resistors that seem to be SMD on there. The chip's SMD. The rest of it, diodes, the LEDs, capacitors, all appear to be through hole. So, do you know what? I think that might be. I've got something to edit. Really quick kit yesterday. I mean, without the video, it's a 5-minute job. But in the video with the explaining and whatnot, it'll probably be more like an 8-10 minute job. But yeah, the kit I made last night, little fibre optic plant tree display ornament thing, absolutely cracking. The missus loves it. I took it in and gave it to her for in the house office. Yeah, she loves it. She now wants more. Me to make more for that kind of personal touch to add to the Christmas presents. So yeah, you'll see that one shortly when I finish editing it. So this can only be, let's get back out of this. This can only be the TDL 555 touch delay switch LED light DIY kit electronics experimental DIY electronic production training. They try to get as many words as possible, those descriptions, when they could have just said this is a 555 touch delay switch LED. An LED 555 touch delay switch. So I think we'll do that one after that one actually. So these can go in the cupboard. That ain't going to be too far away. I want to see this thing working. The size of those caps, they're enormous. I've seen the artillery fire things smaller than that. Yeah, there's a lot of parts in there. This has also got a couple of smaller. Oh no, that's the display module. So, like this video, subscribe to the channel. I shall see you in the next video, which won't be too long. In fact, you're probably going to get another 2 or 3 videos over today and tomorrow, because that's going to take me an hour to build and a couple of hours to film, and that's going to take me a couple of 3 hours because of the SMD work, and I need to figure out a way of recording the display. I need to set the microscope up so my phone can record display and audio at the same time, as opposed to recording the display onto the microscope itself and then having to separately narrate over the video and delete the hiss, or delete the audio track altogether because it's just hiss, and then have the narration. So it's a pain in the arse. Right, put all this back in this bag. Oh, there's one more thing. Much excitement. So, I have been gathering like a little hunter-gatherer. Okay, so the one remaining thing. I thought it was my solar panel and charge controller, but the disappointment of it not being my solar panel and charge controller soon turned into excitement when I realised it was my big Clive A4 gallium supercomputer boards. So, somewhere on here, everything. You see bigclive.com branding on there. So you can get your own boards. He does a smaller version, I think it's A5, fits a picture frame, but you can get your own boards by going onto the bigclive.com website and downloading the Gerber files to JLC PCB or similar. I got mine from JLC PCB, a couple of weeks. Price was pretty good. You just order 5 prototypes and add to basket. If you want more, just keep adding 5 prototypes to basket. It's much cheaper. Don't mess around with the files. Keep them the same as he's got them. Otherwise, you know, if you want a different colour board, the price starts going up. But yeah, I've got 5 there. I can't remember what they were. They were cheap enough for me to pay for them. But because he's on the Isle of Man and the cost of LEDs, the time of doing it, the resistors, I've gone for surface mount because I'm a bit of a flipping. I like the challenge. But I think I might buy some through hole resistors because you're only going to have the LEDs on the front of the board, and it would be nice to see the resistors on there with them. So I think on 1 or 2 of them, I will order resistors as well. So I'll have a shitload of 470 ohm SMD resistors, but I might order more boards, so you never know. Yeah, so that's more stuff yet to do. So when the idiots in charge do eventually tell us we're getting confined to barracks, I'll have plenty to do. So, and you'll have plenty to watch. So like the video, subscribe to the channel again, and well, not subscribe again, I'm just saying it again. And I'll see you in the next one.